Andrew, do you have one?
Yeah, just Jeremiah, what do you think about the matchup with Ole Miss? Is it a game? We like to use the word trap game. After all these wins you guys have had, but how important do you think it is to play well in this one on the road?
I think it's important because we just came off a big win against Alabama. So the Ole Miss, a real crafty team. They play very hard, and I feel like this would be a good challenge for us.
Ben Arnett.
Jeremiah, when you guys face some of these momentum swings where, you've got a lead, the other team grabs the momentum and they start kind of playing, running downhill against you. What's the message within the group as you learn to deal with that and sort of hold off or flip the momentum back to your side?
Those things we talk about all the time because it happens so often. So it's like whenever we see ourselves going back down and, like you said, they on a run and we not scoring. It's best to just get in a huddle during a timeout or something like that, or even like on a dead ball to just recognize what's going on and just, try to switch it and turn it over so we can have the upper hand again.
Gabe Yarman.
Jeremiah, after Saturday's game, I think Coach said in those last 6 minutes, you lost a little bit of aggressiveness. Can you tell us a little more about like what he said to you and what you saw on film watching those last few minutes?
Just playing the whole 40 minutes. That's the biggest thing for real. Don't take any plays off. Can't see that you up and stuff like that and want to get lackadaisical. I'm not saying that I did, but I just feel like he basically means just playing the whole 40 minutes. So when situations like that, when we down or up by one in the last minute of the game, it wouldn't affect us so hard.
Jessica.
Hey, just with how you guys were ranked in the preseason for the SEC, do you feel like you guys went out to the court and just had something to prove, or did you have a chip on your shoulder this season? And do you feel like you are exceeding expectations, or are you kind of on par with what you expected from yourself?
Yeah, we definitely went out there with a chip on our shoulder and felt like we had something to prove, and we feel like we still do to begin with. But I feel like that's just every team's mindset when you feel like you play somewhere that you shouldn't be. So that makes just everything like it's more harder if that makes sense. Like far practice competing with each other, very aggressive, and when it comes to the court, just making sure that we let our name be known in a good way.
Dave Matter.
Jeremiah, your coach is really committed to playing faster this year. As a big man, how does that impact your game, and just how have you had to adapt or adjust?
I feel like that's part of my game too, because I like to run the floor, and I feel like I get a lot of easy buckets that way, just trying to beat the point guard down the court. I know they're going to look for me. So long as I'm running the floor, I either get other players open or I get the ball. So, I feel like it helps, like, all around the run, like 1 through 5.
Colin?
Yeah, Jeremiah, I'm sure Javon really wanted to play in that game Saturday. Just what did you see from him on the bench? And, even though he couldn't go, just his attitude around you guys?
He had a lot of excitement. He wasn't, down or nothing on the bench. He was still encouraging us on, and he still wanted to play even though Coach told him he couldn't. He was trying to make it seem like he was okay, but everybody was just telling him to sit down, you don't want to risk hurting yourself. So that's how much it means to him. He was still trying to play even though he couldn't play.
Ben Arnett.
Hey, Jeremiah, Coach Mann just said he thinks Cuonzo Martin is the coach of the year in all of college basketball for the job he's done this year. In your opinion, Cuonzo Martin, coach of the year?
Yes, sir. I 100% agree.
And why is that? What has he done this year?
We have trusted him and everything he said, far as just from the beginning that I've got here or the beginning of this season, it's all just slowly showing the stuff that he preaches in practice. Before practice, he has those little sayings he'll say, and far as just the lights that come on this time. It all makes sense to us, but at the moment we don't realize we don't understand what he mean by it until later on in the season. This is what Coach Martin was talking about. So us trusting him, I feel like that just means a lot because we trusted him and he doing everything he trying in his best to provide for us on and off the court. So I feel like he's done a great job with us this year and it's really showing. So I feel like why shouldn't he get it?
Anything else for JT? All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.